The Centre for the Heart and Mind is primarily focused on looking at the complex relationship between the heart and circulation and the brain and the mind. And it's particularly focused on things like cognition, emotions, and behaviour. The main objective is to improve the health and well-being, particularly psychological health and well-being of patients with heart disease. So we're looking at really three groups: people with angina, people with a heart attack, and people with heart failure. And the idea is to develop innovative, sustainable interventions that can improve those outcomes. So for example, looking at things like depression, which are very common in patients, but also in their carers, partners and families. And the relationship between depression and heart disease is a very strong one that many people, particularly health professionals, don't seem to necessarily recognise. So depression can result from heart disease, but we also now know that it's a major predictor of heart disease. So it's a very complex relationship. We know as people get older that they have not just heart disease, but they often have coexisting diseases such as depression, diabetes, lung disease, these sorts of things. As we're all getting older, we're all going to get more and more comorbidities, other diseases. So I think the psychological and the social interventions that we're trying to design are going to be increasingly important, because it's not just about the patients, it's about the environment in which they operate. Many of these patients have families who are obviously stressed by the disease that their loved one has, and so we want to try and alleviate that and ultimately improve their quality of life.